Hi, everybody. Well, you remember back at the beginning of these lessons when I said I wasn't going to get into kanji at all? They were too complicated, all of that. Well, today we are going to learn about kanji. So, as I mentioned in our first hiragana lesson, kanji are Chinese characters. Japan borrowed them from China centuries ago, and now they are used to write the Japanese language. Unlike hiragana and katakana, which are phonetical, each one is based on a sound, kanji are ideograms. Each different kanji represents a different concept or object or idea. And kanji can be combined with each other or with hiragana to make words. I think technically they can also be combined with katakana to make words, but we shouldn't be getting into any of that in these lessons. Now, because kanji are ideograms, they can be read a number of different ways. Now, one kanji can have several different readings, but generally, these readings are divided into two groups. First, we have onyomi, which are the, quote, Chinese reading of the kanji. Generally, if you look at a kanji in a kanji dictionary, the onyomi will be written in katakana. Now, it's important to note that while this is described as the Chinese reading, Japanese as a language is very limited in what sounds it can make compared to Chinese. So, really, these will be the closest Japanese approximation of the original Chinese reading of the kanji. The other group of readings are called the kunyomi. These are the Japanese readings, and what that means is that these readings of the kanji are unique to Japanese. These readings of the kanji do not exist in the Chinese language at all. Generally, in the dictionary, these are written in hiragana. So let's go ahead and get started. So for our very first kanji, we have the kanji for person. Onyomi for this kanji include jin and nin, and kunyomi include hito, ri, and to. And some words that use this kanji are hito, person, ningen, which means human being, and nihonjin, which means Japanese person. And next we have the stroke order for this kanji. Stroke 1 and stroke 2. Our second kanji can mean day, sun, or the country of Japan. Its onyomi include nichi and jitsu. Its kunyomi include hi, bi, and ka. And words that use this kanji include nichiyobi, Sunday, nihon, Japan, and kyo, or konnichi, which means today. And for the stroke order, we have stroke 1, stroke 2, stroke 3, and stroke 4. And our next kanji means moon or month. Its onyomi include getsu and gatsu. Its kunyomi is tsuki. And words that use this kanji include tsuki, moon, getsuyobi, Monday, and ichigatsu, January. And to write this kanji, we have our first stroke, second stroke, third stroke, and fourth stroke. Our next kanji is the kanji for fire. Its onyomi is ka, and its kunyomi include hi, bi, and ho. Words that use this kanji include kayobi, Tuesday, hanabi, fireworks, and kazan, volcano. And looking at the stroke order, we have our first stroke, our second stroke, our third stroke, and our fourth stroke. Our next kanji is the kanji for water. Its onyomi is sui, and its kunyomi is mizu. Words that use this kanji include mizu, water, suiyobi, Wednesday, and Mizuki, swimsuit. For the stroke order, we have our first stroke, our second stroke, our third stroke, and the fourth stroke. And our next kanji is the kanji for tree or wood. Its onyomi include boku and moku, and its kunyomi include ki and ko. Words that use this kanji include ki, which is tree, wood, or timber, mokuyobi, Thursday, and mokusei, Jupiter. And to write this kanji, we have our first stroke, our second stroke, our third stroke, and our fourth stroke. Our next kanji means gold. Its onyomi include kin, kon, and gon, and its kunyomi include kane, kana, and gane. Words that use this kanji include okane, money, kinyobi, Friday, and nenkin, annuity or pension. To write this kanji, we have our first stroke, our second stroke, our third stroke, fourth stroke, fifth stroke, sixth stroke, seventh stroke, and eighth stroke. Our next kanji can mean soil, earth, ground, or the country of Turkey. Its onyomi include do and to, and its kunyomi is tsuchi. Words that use this kanji include zendo, the whole nation, doyobi, Saturday, and tochi, a plot of land, a lot, or soil. To write this kanji, we've got our first stroke, second stroke, and our third stroke. Our next kanji is the kanji for now. Its onyomi include kon and kin, and its kunyomi is ima. Words that use this kanji include ima, now, kyo or konnichi, today, and kotoshi or konnen, this year. And to write this kanji, we start with our first stroke, Our second stroke. Third stroke. And fourth stroke. And our final kanji for today is the kanji for what. Its onyomi is ka, and its kunyomi include nani and nan. Words that use this kanji include nanika or nanka, which means something, nanimo, which means nothing, and nando, which means how many times. And to write this, we have our first stroke, second stroke, third stroke, fourth stroke, fifth stroke, sixth stroke, and seventh stroke. So now we're going to practice using the kanji we learned today. So how this is going to work, on the following slides, I'm going to write a word in hiragana or katakana. Then I'm going to write what it means, and I'm going to write what kanji you need to use to write the word. If the word has parts that we haven't learned yet, you're just going to write those in hiragana. And I will show you what I mean on the next slides. So our first word is nani, which means what, and the kanji you're going to use to write this word is the kanji for what. And there we go, nani, what. Our next word is okane, which means money. And to write this kanji, you are going to write o and the kanji for gold, okane. Okane, money. Our next word is kongetsu, which means this month. And to write this word, we write the kanji for now and the kanji for month, kongetsu. Kongetsu, this month. Our next word is nihonjin, Japanese person. And to write this word, we take the kanji for sun, we write hon, and then the kanji for person, nihonjin. Nihonjin, Japanese person. Our next word is Mizuki, which means dogwood. To write this word, we take the kanji for water and the kanji for wood, Mizuki. Mizuki, dogwood. And our next word is dote, embankment. To write this word, we write the kanji for ground and then te, dote. Dote, embankment. And our final word for today is kazan, volcano. To write this one, we take the kanji for fire, and then we add zan, kazan. Kazan, volcano. And that is all for this lesson. Now make sure to download the kanji writing practice sheet for this lesson. And make sure to come back for our next lesson where we're going to learn another 10 kanji. Ja, mata.